guys, good morning. It is Thursday morning and I thought I would take you along throughout the day and show you what I'm eating today. It is low carb. Okay, so like my raspberry smoothie that I've made in the past, this one tastes exactly like it, but I had to switch out a couple of ingredients to make it low carb. So I'm still using a cup of the, it doesn't have to be organic, but raspberries. Raspberries are really good for low carb. It's a great berry to use. I'm going to use a tablespoon of the raspberry skinny syrup in this to sweeten it a bit, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, and I'm using a scoop of the beets powder. Now I've switched out my, I'm using whole milk yogurt instead of the non-fat yogurt. And so I'm going to use, I believe it's like a half a cup of that. And then I've switched out my protein powder. So this one, Glow, Amazing Protein from Amazing Grace, it's actually going to have 1 net carb, and the one that I was using before, the Orgain, has 15 carbs. So I really want to keep this as low carb as possible. Now this has 15 grams of protein as opposed to 20, but that's okay. I make that up in other ways. And I still use a scoop of the immune defense here, which is, not a problem on the carbs. And I've got some ice water here. It kind of turns the plastic a different color. It's one of the kids' magic cups. All right, now I'm going to take my blood sugar beforehand, and I take it about, right now, 2 hours after, but I'll also take a half an hour and an hour because I try to find my peak. 102 is not bad, not for me anyway, because my blood sugar is kind of high. All right, so lunch, I'm having an Olay wrap with chicken, some feta cheese, and tzatziki sauce, and I have my green soup, which is just nothing but veggies and 0 points. I'm using some of these chicharrones here, pork rinds, a half of an ounce serving instead of chips, and that just keeps my my blood sugar really stable and low. You can see the carbs are 0. And so I don't have this every day, but once in a while it's a treat. Midday, I might have a coffee, a decaf coffee with a teaspoon of butter in it, or some of the super creamer, or a tablespoon of coconut milk. And I'll whip that in the blender and it gets really frothy and nice. And it keeps my carbs low too. And it's really tasty, actually. All right, so next I get my exercise in. Somehow I try to do something every single day. This is at the gym. And now it is time to make dinner, and I am making zucchini noodles for hubby and me. The kids will get zucchini and whole wheat noodles. I have some ricotta cheese in here, chicken breasts, marinara, and some Parmesan, and it was amazing. Next morning, I'm having my smoothie, my low-carb smoothie again, and I'm checking my blood sugar. Afterward, it was 94, so you can see it doesn't really raise it. Okay, it's date night. All right, I, of course, am staying the course because I have to. Honey, who's usually very supportive, is actually going off on his own tonight. He's doing his, he's like, I'm doing me.
What are you talking about?
See ya.
I never said that.
He's like, I preloaded. Obviously, we're going to the buffet.
Well, I preloaded, yeah.
He's like, I said, well, you don't have, just because you preloaded it doesn't mean you have to do it, right? But he's like, no. I want to see what my blood sugar is going to do after I have all the things. You know what it's going to do when you have all the things. He's going to do him tonight, and he can do his own little science experiment or whatever. And I'm going to stay this low-carb course because I need to find the things that help keep me on the course. The kids, I took them out to lunch today to an Italian bistro. I had a chicken skewer with roasted vegetables and a salad. I told them hold the balsamic vinegar and, on the side. And I didn't use the balsamic vinegar, but so that was good. It was clean, it was low carb, it was low fat, and it was great. And Diet Coke. And my points look great. I have 7 more for tonight, plus I have like 43 or something for the week. I actually didn't put in a bunch of exercise this week. I just thought, you know what, I'm racking up enough points, and it's not like I'm going to use them for an overage anyway, so I didn't put in more than that. But I think there's a lot of stuff there tonight. I mean, and I had half of a Quest bar after lunch today because the kids all got gelato, and I didn't want to get one because I didn't want my blood sugar to go up, and I just didn't want to chance it, right? So anyway, I had half of this one here. It's a really good one. What's this one called? It's crispy chocolate caramel pecan, and I have to tell you, yeah, it really tastes like a candy bar. And I was really worried about my blood, sugar. Actually, it was like 81, which is like the lowest that I've had. That was like an hour after I had lunch and had this, and so it didn't really bother me. So I was really happy about that. And I only had half, and then the other half the kids wanted to split it. So anyway, I brought this one in case there's nothing there for desserts. They usually have like a diabetic option area in their dessert space. And I told myself, you know, if it's cookies or cake or something like that, I don't want to have any of that because then they will have used white flour, and I'm not going to do white flour. I mean, even if it says diabetic, it's not helpful to a diabetic. Well, honey, you can have what you want. Anyway, I was just giving you a hard time. I'm sorry. Anyway, he is, 100% supportive 98% of the time, and I'll take that.
Oh, I love that.
Tonight is the 2%. Anyway, I gotta take what I can get.
Oh.
Okay. Okay,
the
so.
dagger.
So, I think they might have like a cream pie option, like coconut cream pie or something. And if they do, then, and I want a dessert, maybe I'll go for that and just not eat the crust, because obviously the crust is going to be made with who knows what kind of shortening and white flour. So
smart.
yeah, and I don't want that. So, but anyway, if I choose not to do that, I've got the Quest bar. There's always the Quest bar. Anyway, or not, because I'm not so hungry when I do this. So anyway.
I'll half it with you.
Aw, you're so sweet. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. I'll let you know how we do. Okay, just wanted to say that hubby was actually 100% supportive at the buffet, and he made really good choices, and he walked away from the dessert table with me with nothing. And we went to the car and we split the Quest bar and we went about our evening. And so I'm just really grateful. That was really sweet. He didn't have to do that, but he did, and he was supportive again. All right, for dinner, I am going to be making some roasted chicken here in the oven. I usually bread it with like breadcrumbs and stuff like that, but I can't do that right now because I'm having to keep things kind of low carb. So what I'm doing is, in this plastic bag, I have about a half of a cup of Parmesan cheese grated and a half a cup of almond flour, and I'm going to use a little bit of the Shake Tasty here. You could use really any kind of spice that you really want to, and I'm just going to shake it up in here, and that's where I'm going to actually use a little egg and some heavy cream together to put on the chicken, and then I'll put it in this plastic bag, shake it up, and here it is. So it's ready. But before it goes in the oven, I'm going to use some of this virgin olive oil to spray on it, and then that'll help it crisp up a little bit more. And it'll go in the oven for about 375 for about 45 minutes. And here it is. It was absolutely tasty and wonderful. Okay, so I wanted to show you this book that I picked up at Barnes & Noble the other day, Easy Keto Breakfast. breakfast seems to stump me sometimes, and I like to be real creative with it now. And so this book has just so many ideas. I'm just showing you kind of a glance at what's in here. Lots of baked goods, lots of beverages, lots of smoothies, a lot of things that will keep you low carb and keto. So if you're just low carb and you don't want to do the keto thing, you think it's too much, this is still a good book to have. It'll still have a lot of low carbish recipes, zucchini muffins and waffles and pancakes and things like that. But at the same time, if you're keto, it's good for you too. So, and it really is, what I'm doing is looking at this is a good way to keep my blood sugar down. And so there was something that I made in here tonight. I made this gravy that was absolutely amazing, and my hubby had it. I'm looking for it now. It's bacon gravy. This is it, and I served this with some little keto mug muffins, and my husband said he would give up the buffet for this, that it was so good. And something else that I ordered came in tonight from Amazon were these Zollipops. I wanted to show you these because they're sweetened with xylitol. They are good for keto, low carb, gluten-free. They're good for diabetics. And they actually kind of help to clean your teeth. So I let the kids have one after lunch or after dinner every day. And there's all kinds of flavors in here. They're really good. I've had them too, but they're not going to raise your blood sugar. And I think now 2 pops is 25 calories. I only have like 1, so I wouldn't just sit here having lollipops all day. But it says that there's 13 carbs, but there's like 12 sugar alcohols or something. So it ends up being like 1 carb or something. But anyway, it's really, there's the ingredients there if you want to look at them. They have all different types of packages. So you can get just a few, or you can get a big one like what I got here, because our kids really like to have one for every day. All right, guys, it's time to get going on another day. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. I hope you're doing great. I just had my low carb smoothie this morning and I am so full. Nice to have some avocado in it. Okay, so have a wonderful day. It's Monday now, and I hope your week is just beautiful and blessed. I'll see you soon.